I'm trying to become the first player in hardcore to get every armor trim combination. So today I mined thousands of diamonds, traded for loads of armor, and I also decided to build a massive camel sanctuary for all these new mobs to live in, since before they were just tied to a lamppost. So in the last video, I built this diamond mining machine that is over 1,000 blocks long. And I'm going to put a timer on screen and see just how long it takes me to mine up 1,000 diamonds. Already found the first ore, because this machine uncovers them so fast. Already got 38 diamonds in 2 minutes and counting. Look at this, another one here, which gets me up to 40. This is going to be pretty crazy. And that is my first stack. And it was in less than 5 minutes. And after about 20 minutes, I have got over 2.5 stacks, as you can see, coming up to 3 stacks, which is pretty fast, but there's still a long way to go. And in about 48 minutes, I have managed to get over 5 stacks, which is pretty good progress, but I was hoping it would be slightly faster. But anyway, I suppose all I can really do is just continue exploring these tunnels. And as I mine these, I am now just past halfway, because I've got a total of 8 stacks. So in theory, I should have 1,000 diamonds in less than 3 hours, but the worrying thing is all my totems have now broke. I used my last one. As you can see, the shulker box is completely empty that would have them in. I don't think I have any in any others. So as I fly backwards and forth, I am being way more careful because I know if I do anything stupid, it'll be the end of SBO and something's broken. Probably the gravel that caused the issue, but if I just do something like that and then place that there, it should fix everything. When you've used it this many times, you do become a bit of an expert at repairing them. So I'm around 2.5 hours in and I've managed to get a total of 923 diamonds. That means there's just 77 to go, but unfortunately, I've run out of firework rockets. Not got any totems left, not got any rockets left. What is the world coming to? Thankfully, I've got a shulker box of paper. I've got a shulker box of gunpowder. So for once, I was actually prepared for an emergency like this. It's unheard of that that's the case. So we'll go ahead and put all the gunpowder in there, make myself 3 stacks, and then both of these white and grey ones can go back in the shulker box. And I can continue on the home stretch of getting those 1,000 diamonds, which has turned out to be a much bigger project than I expected. That's my 15th stack, which means I just have to get 40 more. Almost just died there. I was just about to try and eat some food, and I just crashed into all that. Why am I letting things get this risky? I really don't need half a heart moments like that, do I? Come on, let's just eat and just do a little bit on foot whilst I get my health back. It kind of made me nervous, but because it all happened so fast, I kind of didn't realize it happened, and then I was like, whoa, how have I just not died there? So used to just having a totem that could be reckless, and I've been very careful for the last 2 hours, but that one little moment could have unraveled everything. Got a few more diamonds here. Less than 20 to go. And now there's just 11 left. There's one on the ground there. Will this be enough? Will this be the moment? It will indeed. 1,000 diamonds in less than 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think that's pretty good. And there's a few extra diamonds around here that I still can collect too. There doesn't seem to be any more around here, but I almost got 16 stacks, which is really good. And in fact, I've just spotted one in the floor, so that means, do we get, okay, not quite. But if I mine around a little, look at that, 62. Excellent stuff. Look at the size of this thing that I've just destroyed. That's pretty crazy indeed. And just to get myself to those 16 stacks, I'll mine one of these diamonds that I've left in the wall. As you can see, I left quite a few in this wall of the perimeter. So there we go, a full 64. And I can head home with confidence that I have done a very good job. And I am just going to quickly fly up to my pigment farm because I'd like to repair my shovel and also my pickaxe. Just made it to level 1042, which is nice. Is this still collecting up gold now? Because it did have a problem with not doing it, but it looks like, yeah, I did fix the problem, and the problem has remained fixed, which is always good news. I have a way better gold farm in another perimeter, but it's still nice to know that it does work. Tell you what, it is incredibly satisfying to be able to just put all of those in there. And if I put all the diamonds together that I have in this shulker box along with them in here, I probably actually have enough to fully repair my diamond beacon. Or should I say I have enough to pretty much fully rebuild it from scratch other than these few blocks remaining. But for now, I'm not going to do that because I have the main goal of getting all of those armor trims. And obviously, yes, I wasted a lot of diamonds with making this netherite armor. But anyway, that's another story. We've been over that. Right now, my priority has got to be to get back all my firework rockets. So I have quite a few bits of paper. Yeah, there we go. We've got loads of paper here. So if we go and make all of these go into there and grab a shulker box full of gunpowder, we can just take the gunpowder, craft like that, add the rest in. And before you know it, you've once again got a full shulker box worth, which is going to be very useful for more traveling because I'm probably going to want to get more smithing armor templates fairly soon. That can go back into here, can't it? I should probably do something about that paper reserves as well. Maybe go and get more sugarcane from the sugarcane farm. Anyway, I'm going to put this into one of these chests wherever there's space. And then I need to sort out a very, very serious problem. After going to sleep, of course I will. Yes, that very, very serious problem is that I don't have a totem, and I haven't had one for some time. Probably the longest time in the world that I've not had a totem, and I don't like it one bit. So without a shadow of a doubt, I need to solve that problem right now. I'm going to get myself up to the very first raid farm I ever had, because this is the only farm that actually had a collection system for the totems. All the other ones, the totems just got burned because we had way too many. So, now this is where the problem is. I think I may have used up most of the totems. Oh, we've still got a few left, all right? That should keep me going for a bit, shouldn't it? Because this shulker box can be completely filled. Oh, beautiful. Just the right amount as well. Fantastic. I've got one in my hand as well. We can start doing stupid stuff again where we just like jump and then we swoop through and you know, all that kind of thing. Risks, and there's no actual risk because we have a totem. And now a big part again, every single armor trim combination is going to be having all of the armor. Now making the iron and the leather, that should be fairly simple. I can just use a farm to get those materials. But for chain and diamond, I want to trade for it. So I'm going to take these shulker boxes that have loads of emeralds in. I'm also, the ones that aren't actually technically fully full, I'm going to top up manually. I think that'll work well. And then with all of these shulker boxes, I'm going to fly through the nether because it's a bit quicker and head to the end. Of course, there's a dragon around destroying it all. Are you kidding me? Why is there always dragons here? All right, well, what? I don't know what to do with you. Why are you there? I have no idea. It makes me sad. Anyway, I'm just going to go through here so that the dragon shouldn't be an issue. And I'm going to move all of this junk that doesn't need to be here because this chest needs to be pretty much full of emerald stuff, okay? So all of those can go into here. Oh, look at all those. The rubbish in there. My goodness me. I have no idea why I've got so much of this stuff. But anyway, well, I guess we'll take it home. We can probably find a home for it. That can stay because it's useful for building and they're useful for breeding. And this is the fellow that will sell me diamond armor. And I think he sells me chainmail as well, potentially. But in order for that to happen, I'm first going to need to level him up. So we'll just take a load of the iron helmets. Then I'll buy a bunch of bells. And look at this. He starts selling the good stuff. So the chainmail helmets. Now, I'll just buy them for now, even though I plan to do it through the void trading method. I do want to just upgrade him as much as possible to see what the diamond armor he trades it actually is. So leggings and boots. All right, let's upgrade him on this one as well. We might as well just take all of these leggings and we'll take your boots as well. And look at this. The final ones are full sets of diamonds, so I can get all the diamond pieces from this one guy just by void trading with him. That is really, really useful. Of course, to get the rest of the chain, I'm going to need another blast furnace and I'm going to need another villager. So, do we have any villagers actually breeding up here, or are you guys just doing nothing all day? Really looks to me like they're just doing nothing all day. So, I will go and fly up to the top and I will give you guys a load of bread. There you go. This is what you wanted, isn't it? Now get on with it and make some baby villagers. And whilst they do that, I am going to take all of this junk home and I'm just going to continue to ignore that ender dragon that's going to be just destroying everything. Yeah, I'll deal with you later. Okay, why is there even dragon's breath down here? It's really not worth thinking about. There is actually a really cool 1.20 glitch that involves kind of destroying a bit of end anyway. So I guess it's not the end of the world because it's kind of an excuse for me to do something really cool in a future episode. These leggings and boots can go in there. You can see we're building up quite a diamond collection. No idea where the bell's gonna go. We'll just put him in there. Also, these shulker boxes of, okay, well, no, these ones actually have a place, I believe. Yeah, because we have each one. So andesite can go in there and granite and diorite into the correct ones as well. But it's these ones where it's just a bit of a mismatch where I do have chests for some of them, so I should put some of them in the right place. And apparently there's some of them that I have chests for is actually a very small amount, which makes it a little bit annoying. But you know what, it's better than nothing. I got rid of some of them. Now I'm just going to mine them up, and I think I'm going to chuck them in one of these chests at the end here. I reckon we just put it in there. Oh, yeah, well, there's already bricks in there and stuff, so I guess it makes sense. Realize I've still got the bread on me. So, we need to sort out this ender dragon. I can't keep ignoring it. Let's get my good infinity bow. Let's get some arrows. And let's get down to business. Try and stop you doing as much as possible, okay? Probably going to be a futile attempt, but I've got to try. The problem is I have no idea how much health you have. Oh, look at this. You get away from there. Come on. Does it make you guys as sad as it makes me when you see the ender dragon doing this? It's really, it's really not fun. Oh, here we go. It's perching. This is where it's going to really destroy everything, unless I can take it out before it gets to the bottom. Come on, please. Just stop it. Just... There we go. Well, I guess I've just got... Wait, we did it! Oh, we got him! That's it! Stop perching now! No! I still did it! Are you kidding me? Why? Oh, well, I'll fix it at some point after I've done the cool trick that you can now use the end to do. But like, even as it's dying, it still seems to be destroying blocks around. Wow. Oh, well, at least we got some XP, I suppose. And you know what? If you didn't know about it, you know, I guess you can tell there's a few gaps and stuff that are broken, but all in all, it still looks like a pretty well put together place. The bow and the arrows can go back into the shulker box. And I haven't actually calculated how much leather I'm going to need, but I'm just going to see what stocks are at, okay? How much have I got Do I need to have a bit of a session of collecting leather? Okay, so we've got a decent amount, but will we have anywhere near enough? I doubt it, all right? Which means we are going to have a bit of a leather collecting session. So I'm going to get 4 shulker boxes worth. And then I have a great way to get leather. You may be wondering, where, SB? What do you have? A cow farm? Something like that? Nah, something much better. I have a pretty efficient hoglin farm that, yeah, not only does it get me leather, it'll also get me food at the same time. Now, how is this looking? It's looking pretty good, mainly for food. All right, leather's not as crazy. Before I just AFK here, I also want to check another place that gets me a lot of leather. And that other place is the bartering farm. Yes, these guys love to drop leather in return for gold. So we'll now see exactly how much. I do have a leather... What? Wait, oh yeah, right at the end. Okay, can't be that much leather. Well, I take that back. Well, good job I brought all these shulker boxes. I don't know if I'm going to even need the hoglin farm at this rate. I will still use the hoglin farm, but... Wow, we've got a lot from this. This is fantastic. Nearly 4 shulker boxes right off the bat. You know, I should just do the calculation and see how much leather I need. I've just used what's in these chests to calculate how much leather I'm actually going to need. And it's 3,840 pieces. So the bartering farm has got me enough. However, I'm still going to spend a little bit of time up here getting more leather. I could always do with more food too. But yeah, mainly I don't want to use every single bit of leather I've got on this whole thing and not have any left for other projects. So just to keep myself well topped up, I will AFK here as the hoglins keep running into the lava. I accidentally spent a little bit longer here than I intended. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hoglins here. Hopefully it means we have loads and loads. Hey, look at that, a little fella down there. Well, hopefully it means we got loads and loads of leather. Well, we've got loads and loads of pork. Oh my, whoa. Oh no, okay. The system hasn't quite overloaded, but it is... It is definitely in danger, although it goes into 2 chests. All right, never mind. We've still got loads of space. The good news is I can take my ender chest out. See, look at this orange shulker box. Nearly empty. Well, not anymore, because we can just grab all of these and completely fill it up. Always good to be back in business. I'll take those. Now, leather-wise, 2. Just kidding. We've got... Actually, you know what? That's kind of poor effort to say. I think the bartering farm is way better for leather, because in all that time we got all these shulker boxes worth and we really didn't get much leather at all. I can completely fill up this shulker box, then I'll just pick up these. And can we fit every single... Yeah, we can fit all the other leather in. Might as well fill the rest of my inventory up with the pork chops. Perfect. Then I can swoop on down here, fill this chest with leather, and I'll also put the shulker boxes in here for now too. Then the pork chops in this one. And if I'm going to get the rest of all these sets of armor, I need to fix the void trader. When I built the end up, I just temporarily destroyed it, but it won't take long to fix, so I'm just going to need a few redstone items to get it fully functional again. And with this very small amount of items, the setup can be rebuilt. Now I know it's at this end gateway because this is the one where I broke everything around it. Now we'll need to remove a bit of the floor to make space for it. All right, see you later, yellow concrete. You will be missed. And then the only way I can see where I can actually place blocks below here is if I just go into my ender chest, then into the black shulker box. I should have a bucket of water, which I can then pour right here. And I can float downwards because I need to place... I guess some blocks down would be good. I think I know where there's more yellow concrete. Yeah, this shulker box is full of it. This is what I'm going to be using to do the repairs, because I did have a lot of spare blocks from doing this build. But anyway, now with these down, I can remove that water. I can go ahead and put an observer right here and then remove that below it. Then a few blocks like this. I need an upside down... Well, an observer facing that way anyway, which... Okay, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's maybe... I don't know how I'm going to sort this out now. I guess my easiest option is just to mine up the observer and place it again. There we go. That's much safer. Get that back. These 2 blocks can be removed. Then I need redstone, and there's actually going to be a barrel on top of the observer, so it's going to move out anyway. But if I go like that, it should pick it back up. I don't know. I'll fix it in a second. I have realized, completely forgot to bring a redstone repeater. Bit stupid of me, but hopefully shouldn't be too much of an issue. Because after a quick visit home and a quick sleep, I'm back to building. Must save this observer. Don't let it go in the void. Now back in position. Once I put a piston there with a slab, the void trading hall is fixed. Yep, it was that easy, ladies and gentlemen. So we should test it out by buying a bunch of diamond armor. So we head through like this. We're in position. I need a lot of emeralds, so I think I can probably fill my inventory up with them. We'll see how it goes. Next, I need you. Yeah, that's it with the chain. Let's send you down. And after a bit of further thought, I'm probably going to need quite a bit of space in my inventory, so all these items are going. All right, let's keep it nice and spacious. Then I'm going to move along, open him up, trade for some chain helmets. Yeah, look at that. Look how much that's filled my inventory. Then we can get sent back through. And already, you'll see the trade is back, but My inventory's getting full. I'm sure there'll be a good and efficient method for doing this, but I've not quite worked it out yet. And I've worked out to do this, I'm going to need 6 shulker boxes worth. So if I get 10 of those and 10 of those, I can craft 5 more, and they will nicely go with this one, which is completely full. So at least I've got a bit of a system now. It would make more sense if the shulker boxes were nearer to where I'm doing the trading, but you know what? We can't have everything, can we? Plus, it is fairly quick to trade for them. I'm already filling these up very, very fast. The plan also worked. Those guys have been breeding. We've got at least one, yep, just one baby villager. I'll take it. Fantastic. Everything really is coming together. I think that's the exact right amount of helmets that I need. Basically, when I put it in here, there should be 2 slots left. Yep, that is absolutely spot on. And you may think that I'm now done, but think again. Because yes, I have my 6 chainmail helmet shulker boxes. However, I need to go ahead and make 6 more. And I'm putting these way nearer the Void Trader, because they are going to be filled with diamond helmets. And he's only selling them for 1 diamond each. What a great deal. Although they only sells 3 at a time, which does make it annoying, because it means I'm going to have... Why am I spawning on top of the shulker box? Can somebody please tell me that? It's not meant to be this way. It's because of the spawn proofing. Hold on. Yeah, shulker boxes can't go near them. That's confirmed. Instead, we'll have to manage it with them being that far away. And I think that's every single helmet I need. It's kind of paining me to see how easy I can get the diamond armor, and I used up nearly 4,000 diamonds to get the netherite when I could have just done this method. Yeah, it really felt like a waste. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to mine up all of these and also all the chain stuff, because if I don't do that, I'm not going to be able to take it all home if I do all the diamond sets. So let's first get these back. And in fact, whilst I'm here, let me just quickly go. Forgot something important. I'm going to go into this shulker box. Oh, where did I put it? Is it in here? Yeah, I knew I had yellow concrete somewhere. I'm going to take that, and can I leave the rest of the stuff here? Anything important? I'll take my crafting tables and the ender chest. Don't mind if I do. Well, you know what? The bread actually belongs in here, because I gave it to those guys to do some breeding. So all of the rest of that can stay as emeralds over there. Then I can fill all of this in. I don't think any of it needs to be showing. We'll just quickly test it. Make sure it all still works. We go through there. Come through. Open that. Sends me back through. Fantastic. Okay. Works absolutely perfectly. And blends in well with the entire aesthetic of the place too, which is a nice little bonus. And yeah, the next thing in the agenda is to organize all the armor. I need to start probably putting it all in shulker boxes, in chests, in a nice fashion of where it should all be. So to start off with, I reckon light blue dye can be used for all the diamond ones. And then do we have light gray dye? That would make sense for the chainmail ones, because let's be honest, color coordination is very, very important. So next, I just simply take any that are diamond and put them in like so. Make sure you don't accidentally get one that's chainmail like that or that or that. Where's all the diamond ones gone? Okay, there they are. They're all down here. I guess that these are all, yeah, these are both diamonds too. And now I do have 1 spare diamond helmet that I wasn't supposed to make. So rather than chuck it away or even leave it there, I know that this is going to be very random, but there's actually a spare armor stand down here with the netherite armor missing, so we'll just chuck it on there. All right. Oh, that diamond block needs to go back. I could change to a netherite block maybe even. Or was it a netherite block before? No, it was diamond. And you know what? It's annoying me that I have all these diamonds and there is a missing diamond block in my house. So I'm going to take those 9 and put them. I think every bit of diamond is back now, except well, once I place this. Hold on. Yes, now that I've replaced this, I think every bit of diamond that I stole is back, except for perhaps the custom diamond portal down here. Oh no, it's all back. Okay, so I think all of it is... What are you doing in there? But yeah, I think everything's repaired except for the diamond beacon now. Although more diamonds might be stolen from the diamond beacon before I'm done. Who knows, okay? Because I will need quite a few more when I want to get all those armor trims and start putting them together. But we'll not worry about that for now. Instead, we will take all of these shulker boxes and they belong in a chest. Let's get a chest down. A chest with a sign on it, which is going to say diamond. All right, so that's going to be for that. So you see, we've got all these chests taking up the netherite space. It's not needed. Why have we got a random quartz chest? More questions for you, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we could just have 1 singular chest, in fact. And then on the front of it, I shall type diamond. All right, we can put netherite here. Okay, yeah, let's do this, all right? Diamond there, then netherite, and then it's going to work its way down. It's going to go backwards. Also, I'm going to put all this in the TNT chest. That's just going to be good for when I go netherite mining again, because I've got all the flint and steel, and I've got all of the TNT. All these shulker boxes look the same, don't they? The quartz is going to be removed and chucked into here. That's much, much better. I decided to make the extra effort and make it go from leather all the way up to netherite in the order that it should. And if I go 3, 2, 1, go, I can make it look even nicer using item frames. So the diamond helmets go in there. Chainmail right here. If I get myself a few black shulker boxes, I can start putting all of the netherite gear into the right places. And whilst I'm doing this, I'm also going to remove the netherite armor stands here because there's not really any point in them being here. They're going to be much better off inside shulker boxes. So every single one is now going to be picked up and put into shulker boxes. Yes, it's going to be a little bit of a mission. And why is one of the armor stands back here? Did something push it? What pushed it? Wait, was it a goat? I bet it was, because I can hear a goat. It must have been. I don't know how that got all the way back there. Was it you, Screamer? Who knows? Anyway, these shulker boxes are as full as they should be. And I'm going to do that for all the different armor pieces of netherite. Gonna take quite a few black shulker boxes and quite a bit of moving stuff around. But once it's done, it'll definitely be worth it because it'll just be so nice and organized. And it is done. Every single one is nicely added. And actually organizes quite well in the chest because you can see you've got the helmets, the chest plates, the leggings, and then the boots over there. So what is next in my master plan? Well, I am going to take another 18 shulker boxes, dye them all blue, and then trade at the end to get all of the other diamond pieces. Although I do remember at home having, all of these diamond pieces. So I need to remember to factor them in to my collections, which is why I've brought a shulker box back just to put them all in. And they do all need grindstone in, so I might as well just use this moment to do that too. This is actually one of the most satisfying things ever. Plus, it's getting me a little bit of XP. Yes, nothing crazy. In fact, you know what? You're coming with me. We're going to the end together. And with that, I can get back to work trading. And also grindstoning, of course. That's every single pair of leggings obtained. I've actually got 5 to spare, so I'll just chuck them in this chest for now. And now it is on to the chest plate. And once I put all these through the grindstone, I also have every single chest plate. And so now it is time to get those boots. And now I have every single pair of boots as well. Well, I will do once I've grindstoned them all. And so next I'm going to fill up my inventory by mining up every single one. Of course, not forgetting the actual grindstone. Then I'll get these into the chest, take all the helmets, grindstone them, and then I can crack on with the next task knowing that I've just made excellent progress. What is that next task? Well, you'll see that in here I have quite a lot of armor trims, okay? A decent amount. But it's nowhere near enough. Because I need 250 of every single one. Now, granted, some of them are much easier to find than others. So my plan is to fly far, far away. So then I can make a portal to brand new chunks. Also, before I go through, look at this. Why is there a giant hole in the bedrock? There's some sort of glitch here and it just lets me go straight down underneath the bedrock. Wow. Okay, that's very interesting. But anyway, back to the task in hand. From here, I can fly around the oceans in search of shipwrecks that will hopefully have the tide smithing template. Although this one didn't. It just had a diamond. Also, look at that. It's day 6737. That only happens once every 1,000 days. And whilst I know it is faster just to duplicate the trims with diamonds, I think it is best if I conserve them as much as possible because I think I can find these ocean ones much faster than I can mine 7 diamonds, because usually when you find one you usually find 2, although apparently all these shipwrecks are undermining me because I can't find any of them. Yeah, it's not really going well. But sometimes I'd also prefer to spend time exploring rather than just solidly mining for diamonds. You know, it's nice to have a bit of variation in the methods I use to get all these combinations, and so that is why I'm spending a bit of time flying around hunting for shipwrecks. Not the one I was looking for, but hey, we got the sentry one, so that's kind of making it all worthwhile. Especially since, in my opinion, they're way harder to find. Finally, I've found some I've been looking for ages. There's me going on about how this could be a better way than mining for diamonds manually, and I just couldn't find them anywhere. Although now that I've found those first 2, I am starting to find the others a bit more easily. And because I have found a few fairly quickly, the big search can continue. I don't think I'll get to 250 of them, but a large amount will still be possible. You know what? I think that's enough time searching. I managed to get 25 in that time. Got a couple extra sentry ones. Few extra diamonds. Me elytra have nearly broken. Twice nearly broken, actually. I already had to repair them once. So I say the best thing I can do is make a portal and head back home. I think it makes more sense for me to just mine diamonds to get the armor trims. I thought maybe like the tide ones would be easy to find. It would save me some diamonds, but it is really just faster for me to use that machine. I can get way more diamonds per hour and stuff in the time that it takes that. So that is the new plan. Stop searching for the smithing templates and instead just mine them up manually. Although before I go on the second stint of diamond mining, I do have another project that I'd like to do, which does involve the camels, because I kind of feel like they've been neglected, but by the end of this video, they will have the life of luxury. But anyway, to show you that, I've got to get on first, so I'll just put my best foot forward. Hopefully not crash. Oh, a bastion. We could just go into here, couldn't we? Because I tell you, you just never know what might be here. Sometimes this smith... Oh, look at this. See, that saved me 7 diamonds. Worth visiting. Plus, in this chest, there is a load... Oh, look, another one. Fantastic. The lodestone saves me another netherite ingot. And, okay, where's the other bit I'm looking for? Here it is, the chest right here. Oh, ancient debris. Nice. But yeah, The netherite ingot is saved because of the lodestone, and I saved 14 diamonds because of 2 more smithing templates. So it's actually a bastion worth visiting. And there's a fortress, although from my experience, finding the rib armor template is an absolute nightmare, so I'm just going to forget about that. And instead just focus on another one, really. But yeah, I'm instead just going to focus on flying back home. To do that, I'll need a few more firework rockets. Here we are. It's nice to be back. I'll stick the extra trims into the shulker box. And because my elytra are so close to breaking, I do have an idea for a fairly simple way to repair them. I just grab those diamonds. I mean, they're going to have to be converted eventually anyway. So we'll get these ores, place them down, and mine them up. And as you can see, pretty quickly, the elytra are gaining durability. I don't even think I need to mine up every single one of these to get them back to full. Okay, actually, I take it back. I think maybe I'm going to need a little bit more because I just checked it earlier and we weren't even halfway. Oh, we're nearly there, though, but we do need a few extra. So diamonds in there, more ores here. Place them down and mine them up. Glad to see those fully repaired. These can be mined up with Silk Touch. I'll save the XP for another day. And now it's on to the next project. As I mentioned before, it is to save the camels, okay? Because if I just show you where they're living right now, it's not very good. Look at them. They're all just living with the pigs and on top of fences and just, yeah, it's not good at all. So I want to build a proper camel. Oh, man, these beacons are so cursed when you look at them out. Anyway, I want to build a proper camel sanctuary. I mean, the sniffs have got this lovely cherry blossom home, all 3 of them. And then the camels are just living in absolute poverty. So it's going to be fairly big. I've got to pick the right spot. I don't think it's really going to fit in that section, and I don't want to place it in front of the gold palace. All right, let me work out a good spot. After some careful thought, I've decided the best spot for this is going to be where this terrain is. So I need to get rid of it. It has to go. All right, I've got a good shovel, as long as I don't let it break, because I've got a habit of doing that. But yeah, I've got a good shovel. All of this area needed to be flattened at some point anyway, so it needs to be brought down all the way to this layer. I do also have haste too, so I don't have to worry about the stone, because that's also insta-mineable. And then the big camel sanctuary is going to go in this area behind the gold palace. It's a pretty big area. It's a pretty big build. I think it's going to look amazing when it's done, but unfortunately it does just require quite a lot of terrain mining. Although having said that, there's a giant cave here, so you know what, it's not quite as bad as I thought. You know what, a lot of the ground isn't even here, so that should speed things up a little bit. I also could collect up the dirt, but I have a dirt farm. There's times like this I'm like, why did I make a dirt farm? Why did I just collect up all the resources when I mine away mountain? But you know me, I just like to farm everything for the sake of it. So anyway, I'm going to put my best foot forward and mine away all the terrain that needs to be gotten rid of, so we have space for the camel sanctuary. Meanwhile, whilst mining, the Wither somehow must have killed the golem and escaped. Once he broke out, he went on a rampage and killed the Elder Guardian and climbed up the stairs to where all my other mobs are. Then the worst possible thing happened because the Wither and the Warden decided to start battling each other. And I'll be honest, the Warden was getting destroyed. It was barely doing any damage. So I went downstairs and I was trying to take out the Wither and keep the Warden alive. And it was working. I was hitting the Wither with my bow until the Warden decided to come after me. So I decided to get out of there pretty quickly. And with my quick thinking, I blocked up the stairs. And from far enough away where he couldn't hit me, I just bow spammed him until I defeated him. And yeah, after that, I had to get rid of the Wither because it was just making a massive mess. And if I'd left the Wither or the Warden down there, they would have ended up killing every single mob. So yeah, I had to put them both down. And then I just went back to mining. And that is everything mined up. It was, oh, not like that, it isn't. But yeah, it was certainly a much more eventful time lapse than I expected. And I could convert this entire stone layer here to dirt, but I feel like because there's going to be a building over it, there's probably no point. I do need to just terraform this land a little bit more though, I suppose. Yeah, definitely needs to touch up, although I've got to be careful. Only 47 durability left on this shovel. Do not let it break, SB, under any circumstances. In fact, I'm not risking it. I'm taking a trip to the gold farm. And then every single one of my tools can be nicely repaired. That's all perfect. I can do much more mining without any worries. And I've fixed the sub count, so make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Because hitting 4.1 million subs would be kind of cool. Anyway, back over here I go to continue my little terraforming project, which also requires me to remove a few trees. I also need to patch up all of these little holes in the middle. That's that one done. And this one is quite a bit bigger, but it's also completely filled in. I was also just kind of fixing the terraform here, but then I've run out of dirt. Don't know how that's possible. I do have plenty in my house, so I'll offload everything. And then I'm thinking I could grab grass blocks. Yeah, look at all of these that I've got. Fantastic. Let's just fill up the inventory. I didn't need anywhere near that much, but anyway, we've got them now. And then I can clean up this terrain. And another big reason why I don't need to mine up all this stone and change it to grass blocks is the fact that once it snows, you're not even going to be able to see it anyway, so that's another reason why I'm not bothering. Might be one of the first times I've actually found a use for building my house in a snowy area. Also kind of want to fill in this hole here. I don't know, is it a creeper hole or a charge one or something? I don't know, it doesn't seem natural. And it'll definitely look nicer when it's completely filled in. Although the fact that I'm leaving it hollow underground as I place the blocks is maybe something you guys hate. I don't know, could trigger you all, but you'll soon forget it's there, just like I will once the top is completely covered. Yeah, look at that. You had no idea, did you? I'm also just going to kind of bring this over like so, and job done. The area is now looking clean and tidy. Definitely ended up bringing too many grass blocks in now. We'll chuck all the spare ones in there. And next, this beacon is technically in the way of all my... Whoa, there's a hole over there I missed. I'll fix that in a second. But yeah, this beacon is technically in the way of all my plans. And so I'm going to remove the entire thing. I can put those items into these two shulker boxes. So the iron blocks there, the beacon there. I have no idea what I did with that nether star when I took out the wither, by the way. It could be anywhere. I'm sure I picked it up, but maybe I just didn't, and I thought I did. I ain't forgot about this little hole. Well, it's not a little hole, it's quite a deep one, isn't it? But anyway, I haven't forgot about it. It is going to get completely filled in. And then I can wait no more. I am going to start gathering up the blocks for my camel sanctuary. So glad the massive project of clearing the terrain is done. It's quite a lengthy list, and the main thing I need is I need 5 shulker boxes worth of sandstone. At the moment, I have 2, and I could craft it all from the sand that I have. Well, we'll see how much we have from this first. We've got a little bit in there, and oh, there's a bit more in here as well. Let's put it all into this shulker box. I don't really want to craft all my sand because sand's kind of hard to get, and I actually don't have that much sand anyway. So I reckon a better option is going to be to find a desert that I've blown up collecting sand, and I can get all the sandstone that's underneath. It's a foolproof plan, especially when I know where that desert is. Do I want to... You know what? This is the wrong portal. I actually want to go to the EOL portal because there is so much sandstone, because I actually mined up an entire desert. There's even a desert pyramid there that I can take it from. Yes, getting all these stacks of sandstone should be no trouble at all. The only annoying part is I have to kind of navigate around all the stone blocks. But I suppose it's a small price to pay when there's this much sandstone available. You know what? Why am I messing about with mining all that sandstone down here when there's this perfectly good desert pyramid to mine up? Look at it. There's way more blocks. Plus, I do need some cut sandstone, and it also has that. Yeah, destroying this has to be a way better option. Oh, look at this. There's a whole bit of terrain that's just pure sandstone. This is the good stuff. None of this stuff, you know, where it's got stone in the middle of it. It's just pure sandstone waiting for me. Although after mining out all that terrain of grass blocks and stone, I'm kind of not really wanting to just mine loads of sandstone, but I guess it's got to be done. And very soon, I'll be building once again. Also, we've now got 3 shulker boxes worth. Fantastic. I've just completely demolished this desert pyramid. You wouldn't even know it's still here, would you, other than this sandstone floor and the pattern in the middle? And to be honest, this floor isn't going to be here for much longer either. And I have also now got all 5 shulker boxes worth of sandstone, but I do want to get a little bit extra because I want to have some sandstone left over after the build. So what I'll do is I'll just break this entire floor up and around the desert pyramid. I think the only thing I'm leaving is a little orange circle in the middle. Everything else is getting completely mined up. And that includes the sand as well. I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point, so I might as well collect it all. Alrighty, well, looks like I ain't mined this entire square because I've officially run out of inventory space. And I don't know where I left the shulker box that has all the shulker box making equipment in it, but it's not in there. So I'll just have to head home. Yeah, it's a little bit of wasted sandstone, but it's not the end of the world. In fact, better idea, I'll throw away these 2 sandstone slabs because they're not really worth it. And instead, I'll pick up a bunch of this. Nicely done. This lot can be nicely put into chests. I'm going to dye these 3 shulker boxes yellow so that I know which ones the sandstone ones are. And I'll put them in this chest. I'm not sure why I've still got slime blocks in there. We don't really need them anymore. So they can go into here. And I did say I need 1.5 shulker boxes of cut sandstone. As you can see, we've got nowhere near that. We've got a bit of that. And how much actual sandstone did I bring? So realistically, I need more sandstone that can then be turned into the cut version very easily at the stone cutter. And from there, I think I'm going to go back to the desert for the rest of those items that I'm missing. And I'll also gather up every other item I need for this camel sanctuary as well. Gathering up all the sandstone is the hardest part of that. Once that's done, everything else is pretty quick and easy. Almost every item I need is right here, except for a few extra items that I didn't have in my base that I need to go out and get. So the first one is lava. I need a load more lava. So I'm going to go and swim along here to my lava farm. I actually have 2 of these built, so that should be more than enough. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself 16 buckets, and then I'm going to fill the entire rest of the inventory up with fireworks because we don't want to have anything overfilling. And then we just hold right click, and any that do have lava in, apparently they've not all regenerated, but any that do, I will collect the lava. The machine has completely been run. Pretty happy with the amount of lava we got. You can see it has filled up loads of stuff. And whilst I'm in the vicinity, I might as well use the second one as well. Might as well, yeah, get as much lava as possible into the system, because you can never have too much lava. That's mission accomplished. And now I can start grabbing a lava out of these and putting it into here. In fact, that's all we're going to do. One shulker box is enough. And now the only other thing that I'm going to need quite a bit of is red sandstone. I don't really have any of it in my chest room, so I'm going on a journey to find a mesa biome to get loads. I do know there's a mesa biome somewhere in this direction. I always just kind of fly this way to find it and eventually stumble across it. But yeah, I should probably at some point take down the coordinates and this would be easy. But anyway, I'll just travel over there and then get all of the red sandstone that I need. Come across a woodland mansion. Now I'm curious, have I been here before? I feel like I must have been here and loaded it in, but just gonna dip in and have a little look. Okay, yeah, I've definitely been here before. There's a portal, right? Let's get out of here and continue flying towards that mesa. Oh, look at that. There's a portal up there. Really is amazing what you see when just flying through your world of all the old memories. Why is that all burning up? Oh, man. You know what? I'm gonna stop a forest fire here by patching up the lava with a crafting table. Somehow didn't set it on fire. It's a miracle. Anyway, I'm getting distracted too easily. I'm just gonna go to the mesa. Aha! There it is. And the best way for me to probably get the red sandstone is just to get loads of red sand. I don't even know if there's red sandstone underneath. I think it's just terracotta, yeah. So I'll collect up loads and loads of this, and apparently there is sandstone dotted around as well, although it seems kind of rare to find. And then once I get a completely full inventory, I can craft it into red sandstone and continue mining sand. I'm pretty sure that's all the sandstone that I need. So now I'm ready to head back home. Look, this is a beacon here. Hold on a second. Is there going to be a portal back? Oh, look at this. We've got a shortcut to getting back as well. That's a bonus. Because, yeah, now I can get back home even quicker. Look at this. A custom-made tunnel and everything. And now that I've successfully made it back, Operation Build a Camel Sanctuary can begin. And this is working out to be a much bigger project than I thought. I should have just made them a little tiny home like I did for the sniffers. But oh, no. I've got to go big, haven't I? I had to go big and make them something really fancy. To begin with, I'm going to make a big sandstone circle around the outside, which is going to be the entire build. And it's going to be big, and it's going to mark out the area for the entire rest of the build. And I'm also making a larger circle around the outside. And basically, this is going to have water, and it's going to be like a kind of a pool. So you can see there's two circles, really, which is why I had to remove so much of the terrain. That's this entire bottom bit marked out. But now I need to start getting rid of the floor and changing it to be something nice. Oh, we've got haste. That's good. I didn't expect the insta-mine. But yeah, changing it to be something like sandstone, or just something that's going to look better than a floor, better than stone. And so I'm going to start off with a combination of sea lanterns in the floor. Then there's going to be black stained glass on... Okay, hold on a second. I can't add the black stained glass just yet, because I first want to get all the sandstone down as a floor, mainly in these bits where once I place it, I can't place the glass. Then the glass goes on top like so, and then on top of that, or all around that, should I say, we're going to have the sandstone. Then when you see the glass, you can't see all this stuff like dirt around it. It'll look nicer. We'll go ahead, fill it in all the way to there. And this is like the walkway inwards. I think it'll work well. I'm also going to have like a water walkway with glass on top of it here. So that's going to require a lot of mining. Basically, most of this ground is going to have to be dug out and replaced with sandstone or various other things. The trenches are pretty much ready. I just need to add water at the bottom. And did I bring any buckets? No, I didn't. Okay, which was maybe something I needed to do. I think I've got a better idea, though, than getting water buckets. Instead, I'll grab a bunch of ice and place them down and break them so that they become infinite water sources. And I can store a lot more water a lot more easily. I feel like it's easy if I just place all the ice. Because it's next to sea lanterns, it'll just melt itself anyway. Then I can finish the rest of this all the way up to here and add light blue glass on top. And at this point, I think it's just focused on digging out the entirety of this floor that needs to go. Okay, without falling down if I could help it. And I don't really need to dig out this middle bit here because there's going to be a platform in the center. How did I even break that fast? I don't know how I did it because I don't have haste right now. I could do with haste. There we go. If I just walk over there, I've got it. And I can mine up faster. But yeah, I'm going to have a big platform in the middle so I don't have to worry too much about that bit being removed. And in addition to all of this middle bit being dug out, the floor of these outer bits also needs to be removed too. So not just in there, but also this ring all the way around the outside because there's going to be water in here. So I also have to remove 2 layers in the outer bit since there's going to be water because underneath the water there will be sandstone. Yeah, quite a lot of digging ahead. Now you can see why I just didn't take the time to turn all the stone into dirt because, yeah, a lot of it was going to be dug out and turned into sandstone or some other material anyway. So yeah, I'll put my best foot forward and get busy mining everything out. I thought that these mining bits were behind me for the terrain, but obviously not. And in fact, before I do too much, I'm going to repair this shovel because I just cannot let it break. I did accidentally break one before when I was doing that entire terrain. Didn't want that to happen again. I'll go below 1,000 levels if it does happen again. And those netherite smithing upgrade things, they're not cheap to get. So yeah, I'll do a quick repair at the pigman farm and then get to work with the digging. And at this point, I'm pretty sure everything's mined up that needs to be. All of this middle stuff is going to be covered up. So I'm now going to fill in these trenches with sandstone, then add walls around it and water inside. And finally, the glass can go over the top. I'm quite pleased with that. And now that I've done it in 2 of the places, I just need to do it on the final remaining bits, which is right here and also right here. Mission accomplished. They're all done now. So pretty much everything in the actual floor underneath is sorted. Now I'm just going to have sandstone all over the floor, apart from a few areas where there is going to be sea lanterns. For example, there's going to be 3 right here. And then on top of these sea lanterns, we are going to have red stained glass there. And in the middle bit, we'll have a green stained glass. You can see I've already done those ones over there. I've done those ones. Just need to do the same thing in this corner. But I'll probably just get like the main bit of sandstone down first, which we've apparently run out of. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit more and continue filling it all in. Been a long time in the making, but every single bit of sandstone that needs to be down is now placed, at least on the floor anyway, and I think it's starting to look really good. I want to do this middle fountainy area bit just so that this inside, you know, looks right at the moment, because you can see the stone and stuff, it all looks a little bit out of place, and oh, I didn't mean to fall down there. But yeah, adding the stairs to that is probably the next priority. They're just going to kind of snake around like this. And this bit is like the beginning part of the fountain, so the water's going to flow down from the middle, along here, and then into the trenches on all 4 sides. So that's what I'm kind of making. Whoops, a daisy. But that's what I'm kind of making right here. We're going to need more sea lanterns along this bit. And then more water can be added too. That's this middle bit also done. I think it is really starting to take shape. It looks way better because you can't see loads and loads of stone everywhere. But another fairly big project that I have ahead of me is the fact that all of these bits need to be filled in with sand. Except here. This is actually meant to be glowstone, so I should put that in now. But in there, bottom of there needs to be sand. All of that needs to be sand. And then it'll need to be loads and loads of water. But of course, me being me, I didn't bring any sand. I kind of didn't think I'd need it. But yeah, I think underneath the water, sand is going to work best. Much better than sandstone. So I must swoop down and see how much we've got. Have we got enough? Oh, we should have enough. Let's go and chuck as much as we can into this yellow shulker box, and then I can get busy filling in all of this. I'm not convinced I'm gonna have enough sand. I'll probably have to make a trip back to the desert or something like that, but at the very least, with the 18 or 19 stacks or so that I've got, I should be able to make good progress. And yep, just as suspected, I've run out and there's still quite a bit to do, as you can see. Did I get past halfway? Oh, I did. Okay, so I probably need another 10 to 15 stacks. I reckon I'll just fill up a shulker box. That'll be quickest. And to make it even faster, I'm also going to take some TNT because that is a very quick way to get sand. You just blow it up. Try and look for an area of this desert that I haven't already ransacked, but it looks like I've TNT'd the whole place. Maybe if we forget the whole using TNT thing and we just manually mine up all these spare bits on top, because there is plenty of sand still about here. TNT's just probably not the most effective way to get it. At this point, I've definitely mined up more than enough for the project. As you can see, pretty much filled my inventory, which means I've pretty much filled up a shulker box. Just got 3 more stacks to get, well, 3.5 should I say, which won't take very much mining at all. I've got more than enough, but I seem to have misplaced my shulker box. Can anybody see a yellow shulker box around? I can kind of follow the little trail of broken sand blocks, but okay, you know what? Let's just fly upwards. There it is down there. I see you. The extra gaps can be filled in, and I can head back home to place down the remaining sand. And also, these bits of walls should be sandstone, technically. I don't know why the random blocks are. I thought I'd changed every single bit, but apparently not, so I need to carefully mine away at this too, and then carefully add the sandstone in. There we go. Mission to place down all the sand is now complete, and I did put pretty much all of my items back in a chest at home. Well, all the items that I need for building anyway. So I'll offload this junk, then grab everything back out of here and grab 2 buckets of water. The use of these 2 buckets of water is very simple: to fill in all of this with an infinite water source. So you can see, basically now that I've got this going, I can easily fill it all up very, very fast indeed. And it's all freezing over. Okay, this this is a slight oversight. Building a desert sanctuary in the snow biome. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to have to go up there and place a load of glass. Or, and this means that it's a load of wasted sand. There is always plan B. I could fill it all with lava. You know, I can't be bothered with that. That's going to take so much effort. Instead, I'll just grab a big shulker box full of glass, as well as some temporary blocks to build to the sky limit with. And then all of this junk can nicely be put into the chest. So let's fill it all up. The only things I'm going to be keeping is the shulker box of glass and also the netherrack. So everything else of all these materials is gonna go. I think the crafting table, yeah, you know what, we'll keep all the rest, all right? And I really hope I've got enough glass for this project, but I'm sure if one shulker box isn't enough, then that's kind of crazy. I can always go and get more from the void trader, which is always good. So all I have to remember is when I get to the top, I need to place one glass right like that, okay? That's all I need to remember. So we've made it to the top of the world. Is this the very height? Yep. So I'm too lazy to try and build a circle that perfectly matches, which means instead I'm just going to build a square over the top, completely covering, because I don't want any snow on top of it either. Now, I do have the exact coordinates for how wide it needs to be, so I don't have to worry about working out, you know, or estimating it. I know the exact widths and everything. Well, I know the coordinates I have to build to anyway. That's as far as I need to go in this direction. Now I'll go all the way to the other side. And I have successfully cornered it off into one giant square. So the biggest job now is to fill it all in with glass. Yeah, that's the bit that's going to be quite time consuming, placing all this down. But by the end of it, it will 100% be worth it. Also feels weird being as high up as a planet over there. And you can see the other glass I've done. I've only ever done this. This is only the second time I've ever tried this. You guys always tell me to do it. And I do think it is quite a smart method, and it does work quite well. Even if placing all the glass is going to take me quite a bit of time. And as I suspected, I have run out of glass. I've filled in a decent amount, but probably not even quite half. So I reckon I need another 2 shulker boxes worth at least to fully fill in all of that roof. So it's time for a trip to the void trader. At least it will be once I've got rid of this entire netherrack pillar, because it'll just be an eyesore. It doesn't need to be there now because I can just fly up there. So I'm very glad to mine up the entire thing. Also, it's almost completely frozen over. At least it won't be doing that for soon. Just, yeah, I need to fill in all of the rest. Probably going to come in handy for me to bring at least 1 extra shulker box. I'm going to bring 3 in total, just so I have more than enough glass. Let's dye them all white, though, because I do always think it's easier if I color coordinate my shulker boxes, and white shulker boxes always seem to make sense for glass. I have also got a little bit here. So how about we move that out of the way, and then we also fill up this 4th one. We're going to end up with getting a lot of glass. It shouldn't take too much. It shouldn't also take that many emeralds in comparison, because I think 1 emerald is worth 4 glass. So all in all, I'm fairly confident that I'll get everything that I need. Let's go and start with emeralds. I'm going to offload everything I don't need into here. The only things I'm going to keep are the pickaxe and the shovel, because I want to repair those with mending. This librarian is the one that sells it to me, so you can be sent down and arrive in the spot to be traded with. I'm now going to do this, and yeah, you've seen me do this already today, so I'll just keep trading with him, mend my pickaxe at the same time, and get absolutely loads and loads of glass. I've nearly done all the trading I need to do, but I've just realized it's way faster if I actually take my boots off when I use this machine. I think that's because Depth Strider makes water push you slower, if that makes sense. For example, if I go through and I put my boots on, you'll see that I actually get pushed way slower. Look at this, so slow. And that's as fast as I can do the trading. But if I go ahead and take them off, I can definitely get through this a lot faster. So yeah, I've used this machine, I don't know, probably hundreds, maybe even thousands of times. And now, okay, I just accidentally traded the glass. That wasn't meant to happen. But yeah, now I'm way quicker. It doesn't matter, by the way, that I accidentally traded the glass, because I have got nearly 4 shulker boxes worth anyway. More than enough to finish that glass roof. Nearly actually used a full shulker box of emeralds, but I'll put all those back there. I will grab all of my stuff out of that chest. And I did hear them all make the noise like the... Oh, okay, it's restocked. You know what? I take it all back. We're going to get the final bits of glass. Since whilst I'm here, I might as well. Wow, yeah, this is way faster. This would have saved me so much time in life in general, wouldn't it, if I just really picked up the pace with it and used this method before. Mission accomplished. All shulker boxes filled. And now Operation Finish the Glass Roof can be executed in the blizzards. It's a bit of a shame because my whole build's going to get covered in snow while I'm up here. If only I got all of this glass down a few days earlier. And after placing many pieces, it is done. And I no longer need to worry about all this water freezing over into ice. Only got 1 full shulker box of glass left. I do still have quite a few stacks in my inventory though, so that can go there. Put it all at the bottom of this chest, and I can then grab every single thing here. Plus a fortune pickaxe. You'll soon see why. Well, you'll see why right now. I want it so I can break the ice really fast, because yeah, using my fist, it's going to take forever. Using the fortune pickaxe, oh, it's instant. And the water is just coming back straight away. Honestly, when I started the project to build a camel sanctuary, I did not think it was going to be this big of a task. But at least when it's done, it's going to look very cool indeed. And I also think the camels deserve it. They deserve to have a nice home. So anyway, I will continue placing water down. There also needs to be all of it inside of here with glowstone at the top. And then the same will be the case for all the other pools around the outside. Yeah, it's a big ring of water. which means a lot of bucket uses are going to happen. But it's amazing that you can do all this with just 2 of them. Once I put these down, I think it should fill itself in. Yep, it has done that. Now just got to do the same thing over here. And it's sorted. The water feature of the camel sanctuary is finished. Next, it's time for the lava feature. So I'm just going to get rid of these buckets into there. The lava is actually going to go right here. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 like that, followed by another 3 in front of... Okay, without burning yourself, SP, that'd be nice. But yeah, another 3 in front of it. And the final 3 along there. And because lava's dangerous and I don't want any camel casualties, we have got ourselves some glass over the top. Now to do the exact same thing on this side and cover it with glass. Will these little items just fit into that tiny gap to burn? Oh, they will. Fantastic. I've got a free bin as well. That's always an extra positive, especially when I can't burn. Okay, well, maybe if I throw it like that, it's got to be very well aimed, apparently. But anyway, I'm going to spend a little bit of time mining up all this snow. I didn't put Silk Touch on this shovel yet because it was one that broke and I had to repair it. I didn't want to use up too many levels. So it's just leading to me getting loads of snowballs. To be honest, blocks of snow are useful. Why did I even throw them away down there? Because I might as well keep them and put them in a chest because sometimes I do use them for building. There's definitely no point being wasteful, and doing all that has already got me a stack and 7, and there's all the snow in these extra bits here that has to be collected too. 2.5 stacks to go into this chest, and you can see I don't have a crazy amount of snow already, so that is not a bad day's work if you ask me. And now I can actually concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing, which is building this place up. Yeah, it's still kind of small, and it's still got a lot of work to go. And apparently I missed a load of snow as well. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just mine up these, drop it off, and start building up the walls to be even higher. That's now all the inner walls sorted, and on this outside bit, I want there to be iron bars. I want people to realize that you don't just walk and jump in the water, because guess what? Once you're in here, unless you mine your way out or you fly, you can't escape. The iron bar should hopefully be a good deterrent. There we go. It really is starting to look good. And then I'll just continue to build the walls up even higher. And eventually it's going to be like a massive dome around this center area. These pillars are going to be brought up. There's going to be multiple floors to this. I think the camels are absolutely going to love it. And yeah, I am definitely going to make the snippers jealous. I don't think they can see it from here, which might be a good thing. I'm now at the stage where I'm doing the ceiling for these bottom rooms. I might eventually put extra decorations in them. They could just have camels in and that'd be it. But yeah, the ceiling is going to be made of these sandstone slabs. And then I can add a sandstone floor above all of those slabs. And in these gaps, there is going to be glowstone. So then from below, it should start to look quite good. Although yeah, there is still quite a bit of work to be done to get it exactly where I want it to be. A lot of sandstone has gone into making this platform, but it's looking pretty good. And now I am going to need to start placing chiseled red sandstone, but I only have the cut red sandstone and the normal red sandstone. I don't actually need this normal one, so I'll take this shulker box all the way down here to a stone cutter at the bottom, where I can convert the redstone to be chiseled. And when you look at it from a distance, you'll see that it is starting to come together. It's starting to take shape. It's a pretty cool build. It's just so massive. And I can start building up some walls with the chiseled red sandstone. And before I go any further, you can see it's snowing over there, but it's not snowing where I am, thanks to my glass. But yeah, before I go any further, I'm going to need the shulker box with the ice in, because I need to place it in there for a nice waterfall. And that's actually going to be used for all 4 of the sides. You can see for this one, there's glowstone in the middle. So we'll just have something like that. Although it's not meant to flood at the bottom. Okay, let me fix that. There shouldn't be any glass above these sea lanterns. Then, when I add the water, you'll see it just flows straight into where it should be, and it stays put. I've also realized I should extend the glass by 1, 2, 3, 4, probably. That way, it isn't covering this little bit. It's literally just this little bit. I didn't even need to extend it by 4. I just need to do it in the middle bit. Oh, well, I guess I'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm focused on adding ice to all of these, so it also needs to be in the middle here. Don't technically need to mine it. You know, it would just melt itself, but I like to give it a little helping hand and see how it would look instantly. This right here is the final corner, and because it's water below, I don't have to worry about it going everywhere. It'll just stop there perfectly. Oh, and this, look at this. Perfection right there. The snow stops just where it needs to. And I can then start to add the next layers of the building. You can see it's just smooth sandstone over the glowstone. We're also going to have glass come one out past this these orange beams. So this is like the dome that now begins. I'm going to mine up these bits though, because they were just kind of more temporary blocks, because you know I need them to place the glass. But once I do that, I can then remove them after. Okay, that's not how it's meant to be. But yeah, once they're done, they can be removed after with the Silk Touch pickaxe. And you can probably see how this is one big window that's kind of domed upwards, and it's connecting to this, which is going to be a roof, but the dome is also going to continue upwards. This is going to be an entire sandstone floor, which will act as the ceiling for down there as well. And I also want to add a bit of a slab platform that will support that. So it's going to come all the way around like this and just, yeah, connect onto the pillars, basically. Then all of the sandstone blocks can go above it. Right here, I've made a nice little border for a lake, so I'm going to take my ice and start getting that down. Basically, yeah, it's going to be all water, and that's going to flow down here. And if I've done everything correctly, it should... Yeah, look at that. It makes a beautiful water feature in the middle. Also kind of feel like this should be symmetrical. Do I have any light blue glass anywhere? Not that I can see, but yeah, this is a quick way to get up and down. And this just basically needs to be an infinite water source, which is going to be a kind of annoying with these holes here. So I think I'll just fill them up with... Let's just do it with some cut red... Okay, well, glowstone, that'll do then. we'll put the glowstone in there. I'm going to make loads and loads of infinite water sources so that it will all be completely filled in. And then the glowstone can once again be removed. Progress is good. It has to be said. I think I might add like some acacia trees or something in here because the floor is a little bit bare. But I'll do that later. Right now, up here still needs decorating. So I'll start off doing that by placing cut red sandstone around the outside. Now, for the bit in between this, I'm going to have grass blocks. So that's going to get all placed down. Probably right at the very end, I'll bone meal it just so it looks good. But for now, I'll just leave it as general grass. So yeah, everything here is getting filled in by this, which should look pretty good. Now, I'm just making this middle section look a bit nicer because at the moment, it kind of looks boring. We'll break this ice. Oh, well, that didn't work, did it? If it melts, will it still disappear? I think it'll disappear anyway. So I probably need to play... Oh, no, wait. If it melts naturally, it will have the water out. So we just got to wait for the glowstone to do its thing. Man, why is this taking so long? I guess I could do other things whilst I wait, and then you'll see how the fountain looks at the end. For example, I'm going to have more windows and walls around this outside here. And it's easy to tell what goes where because sandstone goes on the sandstone that's already there and glass goes on the sea lanterns. The next level of windows is done and walls, as you can see, all the way around. Now we're adding more glass dome that kind of works its way inwards. And as it gets closer and closer to the top, eventually it will meet in the middle to form a giant beacon, which will be nice. It'll be a yellow beacon going out the top of it. I'll probably use it so it gives me haste 2 or something like that, because you can never have too much haste. It's always handy to be able to mine fast, isn't it? I reckon that's enough glass. Let's now place down the sandstone, so we'll get rid of that, and just have loads of it, all kind of covering it as a proper roof. And you know what I should be doing whilst I'm building this? I should be breeding more camels. I've only got 3 of them, so they won't fill that entire place. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely massive. Oh, it's looking cool with the dome on now, isn't it, as well? I really like that. But yeah, whilst I'm working on it, I should have been breeding them. I could have had about 7 camels by now. Probably way more than 7. More like 20. So, yeah, I'm going to go and grab some cactus from down here, which I'm hopeful I have plenty of. Yeah, look at that. Loads of it in the chest. Also grab 1 extra lead since we are about to get 1 extra camel. You 2 can be fed the cactus. Although for it to work, you actually have to get up, mate. Okay? All right. How about we give it to you as well? Somebody who appreciates it. Come on, guys. One of you. Surely you want a baby camel? Oh, we got one. Fantastic. All right. I don't know if he can get over the fence. Oh, you're sitting down as well, are you? Well, you're connected to that. And whilst their cooldown ends and that baby one grows up, I can continue building this roof. And I'm adding a bit of a diagonal glowstone along the top, although it needs to be in both directions for it to... Okay, well, not like that, SB. Come on, don't ruin it all. But yeah, it needs to be in both directions for it to work out, so that should be good. That's good. Apparently, it takes all my brain cells to work out how to do a diagonal line at this point. Yep, I've obviously played too much Minecraft now because my brain no longer works the way it's supposed to. Right, let's get a layer of sandstone around the outside, and then another smaller layer just above it. And this is where the beacon part's going to happen. So inside of this, we're going to get the iron blocks, and we are going to have a layer of iron, followed by another ring of sandstone, and another layer of iron. And this is basically just going to be repeated until I have a full beacon. So there's not many more layers to go. Once I've done this one, I think I've just got, yeah, a 5x5 one left. I should have the perfect amount of iron as well, I think. I hope I do anyway, otherwise I'm going back to my house to get it. Nope, I did have the exact right amount. I just have to try and remember where I put the beacon. I know it's in one of these shulker boxes, but which one? Okay, it's in that one, so we're going to place this down and grab the beacon and the yellow glass. You might be wondering what all the stone brick stairs and stuff is for. Well, all will be revealed. It's actually something down there that needs to be done. But anyway, I'm going to put the beacon on top. I'm going to grab myself an ingot, which will be in this red shulker box right here. What kind of ingot? A gold one will do. We have loads of them. Could have been gold, could have been emerald, could have been iron. We're going to give myself haste 2, and then we're going to cover this up. We're going to surround it with sandstone and put a piece of yellow glass on top. The beam should change color. There we go, it has. It just fits better with the sandstone when it's a yellow beam. I also think it might look a little bit better if, like, more towards the top. It's just not sandstone all the way up. It's more textured. So instead, I'll use cut sandstone for this layer. I think it'll just look a little bit better if it's not the same all the way. You know how it is. It's always good to slightly mix up the block palette if you can, especially when it's as subtle as this one. There we go. That's all down, and that's it. That's the camel sanctuary pretty much done. I have to say, I really like it. It's got a real Egyptian deserty kind of feel to it, hasn't it? Which is perfect. I think the orange really brings it together. And just to bring it to life that little bit more, I am going to nip back home to get some acacia. Well, I only have one acacia sapling. Are you kidding me? Well, yeah, I came back for acacia saplings. And I also came back for bone meal, which is... Yeah, I do have a shulker box of that. Thank goodness for that. Let's go ahead. If I chuck that down there and then... put that back, we have enough space. We had enough space anyway. Well, yeah, I need more acacia saplings. Do I have acacia leaves? That would be a good thing to check. I think this is acacia leaves. I have 4. Okay. I need to go out on a bit of a mission to get more acacia saplings. And I will also need dirt. Completely forgot about that, so I'll just grab a bit of that. You know what? Forget it. In reality, I have this one sapling, and with that, I should be able to get loads. So I'm going to find a spot to plant it. How about right here will be perfect. We bone meal it up, and please... it's the world's tiniest acacia, isn't it? Maybe it's not that bad. Oh, there we go. We've got another sapling back. I'm hoping it gives me multiple ones. I'll basically just keep planting them and bone mealing them until I have, I don't know, 10 saplings, something like that. I don't need a crazy amount, but I still want a good amount. Oh, look at another one. Man, I'm in good thing with this. Do I have... Oh, it has Fortune 3 on it, which is probably what's helping with the sapling drop rate. Yeah, I should mine up as many leaves as I can with Fortune 3. In fact, even better, I have a hoe with Fortune 3. And that insta-mines the leaves. So, oh, yes, we can get saplings so fast using this. Although we haven't got that many. What did we get? We've got a few. We've got 3. 3 is better than 0, so I'll take that. We can go over here and also use the hoe. Oh, there's going to be loads. Out of 2 trees, I must have about 6 saplings at this point. 7 saplings, 8. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. And with Operation Get Acacia Saplings being an absolutely huge success, I can take these and plant them. I want it to be in the middle, so I'll work out which block. Well, I didn't think there was going to be all that below it. But I think this is probably the spot. Then we go like that. We bone meal it. And you know what? I think it adds an extra dimension to it, okay? So, yeah, they need to look like they're all together. So, I'll just keep placing these around inside. Yeah, it just gives it that feel of... I don't know, something. But now that I've grown 2, I need to make sure in all the other places they're exactly the same. So a gap of 3 there. Also needs to be a gap of 3 there to bring it to that. Fantastic. Now then, am I going to have quite enough bone meal? I think I've just about got enough. I've got 14 left. I can place this. We can grow. Don't use it all up. Come on, sapling. Grow. There we go. We've got 5 pieces left, which is perfect for down here. The trees, yeah, the trees definitely help. Maybe the ground could be a bit more decorated as well, but I'll worry about that some other time. Oh, look at that. It looks great. So I now need to use the stairs to get up to the top. So we go up this way. And once we exit these doors, the only way up to the next section is to run all the way around to one of these other 3 staircases. So we go through that. I should have like pressure plates or something to get up, but we come into here. And then I think bone meal on the ground here. I don't want any double tall grass, but just for normal grass, I think it just adds a nice little thing. The only issue is, do I have enough? Nope, I sadly do not. Good job I've got loads of bones at home, though, that I can just grab and turn to bone meal. Yeah, we're never going to have a shortage of that, are we? And once I go ahead and put this down and just make sure that there's no tall grass sneaking through the cracks here, the inside's done. I really like that. It just adds an extra dimension. Definitely makes it better. Yeah, the inside's done. The only thing that now needs to be done for the camel sanctuary, other than adding the camels, kind of important. But yeah, the only other thing is I'm going to add some decorational, like, objects all along the water. Because at the moment, the water moat, it kind of looks a bit boring. I'm also going to go and see if I can breed the camels again. I doubt that first camel has grown up, but I think the cooldown will have run out for the other ones to be able to breed again. We will see anyway, all right? Okay, looks like it hasn't. Yeah, okay, and you have not grown up either. Tell you what, here's a load of these. Grow up now, come on. I'm sure it'll do it soon, won't you? Or are you just going to eat all my cactus? Okay, you're just going to eat all my cactus. Not to worry, I'll be back in a bit because I've got some building to do. So the little decorations are going to look like that. They're going to start with this bottom, and then they're going to have a sea lantern in the middle, followed by glass, and then more stairs on top around. with finally a stone brick block in the middle. So pretty straightforward. These are going to go all the way around. So I'll just get busy with getting them all built. That was a little bit tedious to do, but every single one is now completed. Now, for sure, all I need to worry about is getting the camels. And I think I'm also going to add a little bit more glass up there, because I don't really want snow to be nowhere, but then it's just randomly on these little bits here. So yeah, I just need to fly up to the top and add a tiny bit extra. Although before I do that, I'm going to sleep. And with that, I can get to work whilst in the sunlight. That should cover it enough. I might add more when I add a pathway that connects up to that one, because there definitely has to be one eventually. I'm not going to worry about it too much. The only other thing that is kind of bothering me is the fact that you can just see the squares around it where there hasn't been snow. So it's snowed everywhere, but then not under the glass, and it just makes the build look so out of place. So I do need to add snow layers into all these bits. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'll just get rid of these bits here. I'll just clear the entrance completely, in fact, because none of this needs to be here. I'll go and check on my camels and see if any of them have grown and are breedable. Although for that, I will also need more cactus. So I guess it's a drop off everything at home moment. Then I need to grab some extra cactus. And I won't breed them all just yet. Looks like you've grown up, which is good. No, instead, I'll grab you, put you on a lead. Grab... Okay, hold on, get off. I'm just looking to steal the leads. That's all I'm asking for. Okay, no, what's going on here? I'm having a bit of a nightmare, aren't I? So we need to unlead 2 of them and bring 2 of them with me. Actually, you know what? I'll just bring all 4 of them at once. Why not? Why, you know, not just do it efficiently? I'm sure I'm about to find out why I wasn't going to bring all 4 at once. Something's probably going to go wrong. One of them will die or get stuck or something, but we'll see. Maybe this can work with all you guys. Hey, I tell you what, it's working so far. Oh, look at that from down here. I really like how it looks in the distance. I think it's a really cool build. You guys are gonna love it. What on earth? How have you escaped? Wait, what's going on here? We've got a sniffer on the loose. The sniffer isn't happy that the sniffer's house is rubbish compared to the camels. I'll make a better sniffer house at some point, I promise. But right now, I'm gonna have to make a bigger entranceway. Let's move all that water. Can you guys squeeze through? That's it, well done. Why is the one through the wall? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Welcome to your new home, guys. This is the Camel Sanctuary. I think they'll love it. Look at them just looking around, enjoying it. Let's get all of these off. Oh, look at that. He's ready for a rest. It's been a long walk, hasn't it? And you. Why did you think this was going to be a good idea? Getting stuck at the bottom. Right, I don't know how I'm going to get you out. I guess, can we just maybe make a nice little... Yeah, we'll make a gap for you. You know, we'll just break everything. That seems to be the only way to move camels. And you're actually going to be one of the ones that I take up to the top. So let's see if we can get you up this stairs. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but let's have a little look. I tell you what, you say it's going to be a challenge. It's working fantastically. All right, camel. Again, we're going to have to probably break in to get you there, but we'll just break some glass. It's only mine. Yeah, this is fantastic. We'll just break these 4 pieces of glass, and then in theory, drag you in. Whoop. What are you doing up there? No, down. Take 2. Fantastic. All right, that's 1 in. I'm going to need 2 up here, though, if I'm going to breed them, so... Hold that thought. I'm afraid one of you guys can't stay, all right? You look like you're pretty relaxed. Oh, no, you're up and ready to go, are you? Alrighty, well, come with me, because you're going to a new assignment on the roof. You know, this was surprisingly a lot easier than I expected, all right? We can disconnect that. Let's go and breed you guys. That's it. No, don't go to sleep. I know the sun's setting. Okay, we still got a baby camel. It worked out. I can patch up this first hole, and I can also patch up this one right here. I think it was just cut sandstone in a shape like that, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, fantastic. The door goes back on the front. We can get another baby camel down here. And I think, you know, because it's a camel sanctuary, eventually we want them all over the place. So we want some in here. Yeah, maybe just in every room there should be a camel. That could be cool, couldn't it? Should I just try and breed as many as I can? Mainly it's going to have to come from the camels down here. And it's mainly going to be a case of waiting for the babies to grow up. But if you just give them an entire stack, that'll soon get them going, won't it? That's it, little fella. You eat every single one of them. I'm going to go and fly back. Because if I'm going to fill that entire thing with camels, I'm going to need a lot more cactus. I'll just go for all of it. All 8 stacks, 7 stacks, whatever it is. And if I really want a lot more, I should go over to the Guardian farm because there's so much cactus there. But I'm hopeful that this will be enough to just get, you know, get the sanctuary up and running. Ideally, every single room's going to be filled. But how many rooms is there? There's 1, there's 2, and there's a bit of window missing. How did I do that? I have no idea, but I can forget about trying to get loads more camels. I should probably focus on fixing the window, because it was a little bit unnecessarily breezy in there. Is 13 stained glass going to be enough? Maybe the other stained glass is coming through the system. I've no idea, but knowing me, I'll just be 1 glass short or something stupid. No, I'm going to be more than 1. Yeah, I would be very surprised if 13's it. Hang on a minute. We've got 2 to spare. Oh, fantastic. Anyway, back to counting how many rooms there are. So this is the second room. So far, I've counted 9. There's going to be 12 altogether because there's 3 in each corner. I don't need to count the last ones. As the other camel grows... Oh, it's the baby one. Where do you think you're going? No, you're not going into the other rooms just yet. Do you actually fit? This would be good to know if they fit through doorways. Because if they do... Oh, not quite. Okay, if we could get you in here. What about if we remove the door? Are you in then? No. Oh, you are? Okay, well, that will make life easier. So I'll just move the baby camels in, and then when they become an adult, they're stuck forever. Can we breed you guys again yet? No, not yet. I think I bred the other ones. Yeah, I'm just going to wait around for the cooldown, so I'll just keep doing that. Guys, stop following me. It's creepy. But yeah, I'll just wait for the cooldown to end, and then I'll do it again. Okay, looks like I can breed them again. Fantastic. This baby one's still not grown up. Don't you think you can come over here for cactus? You ate an entire stack. I don't think so. But yeah, we've got another baby. Once both of those have grown up, we can get loads more. And I'll also breed the upstairs ones, because we need loads of camels up here too. I actually love this room. It's really, really cool, isn't it? The camels really are starting to flow now. I've got 4 adults down here, so I reckon... Do I have to wait? How much... Oh, I've got so much cactus. If I just give them both a stack, they'll both grow up pretty fast. And it's basically having as many adult camels downstairs as possible is the key. So when the babies get a stack and a half, they actually grow in like 1 minute. Oh, less than 1 minute. Instant. Okay, we got you. Let's move you away, though. You're going to grow and get suffocated in the water. You know what? If that happens, I'll save your life. Don't worry. Because for now, I'm just going to keep stuffing you with cactus till you grow up. That's it. Yeah, there's no way you don't become a big, strong camel with all of this in your belly. I like the way they've all gone to sleep in the corner together as well. Guys, come on. Rise and shine. Get out of there. The baby's grown. Fantastic. I think I can breed 2 of them again. I think I got the 2 that I can do it. Yep, we've got a new baby, and you are going to be the first one that goes into one of the extra rooms, all right? So you can come into this one here. I think it's just going to be easy if I mine the wall, to be honest, and get you in that way. That's it. Don't be sheepish, or so to say camelish. Okay, yeah, my jokes aren't the best. Anyway, we'll put that back there and wait for their cooldown to end. Then I'll get 3 more. 3 more rooms will be filled. I should be able to fill up all the rooms and have loads of camels before... day 6,800. They can now be bred once again, so let's go get you 2 together. You and you. They've all gone for the wrong camels. Okay, this is really complicated matters, but anyway. you come over here. You follow me, that's it. And you as well. Come on, guys. That's it. Love at first sight. It's slow motion, but anyway, that's gonna work. And I think the other one has given me a baby as well. So we will grab you. I think I can just sneak you in the wall, can't I? That's it. Through it. Don't notice the diorite. It's not real. This will be your room. I feel like they're not the most decorated ones in the world, but it'll have to do. This is a double wall, by the way. Yeah, a bit of extra. And there's one more somewhere else. Here you are. Don't think you can escape. Instead, you can go to room number 4. I also keep forgetting I can really easily get to the top by this fountain. It's kind of one of the reasons that it's been installed. These guys are ready as well to be bred again. So, you know, I also put the heart particles on so I can see them again because I think it's easier. I think we've only got 3 adults up here, so that'll have to do. I mean, in theory, I could take some of these babies and take them downstairs. You know, I'll just leave them as they are. I'll just wait another 5 minutes for the cooldown to end. I've filled 4 rooms. I've got 8 to go. I'm sure it'll work fine. That's it. 3 more babies and 3 more rooms filled. And whilst I wait for this breeding cooldown to end, I've just had an idea. When my netherite shovel broke earlier, I didn't make it a silk touch one. So whilst I've got a little bit of time to kill, might as well grab a book, grab some emeralds, buy silk touch, and get it added onto the shovel. 11 level. Oh, and there goes the anvil. Oh, well. Do we have any more anvils in here? The answer is... 31. Okay, we do. Well, that's not the end of the world then. It can go there. But I'm down to 1,011 levels. That's quite a sad moment, really. Although there's more important things to worry about, like waiting for them camels to grow up and be able to breed more. In fact, that is a thought. Are you grown up yet? Oh, no, you're still a baby. What about you? Sorry, I didn't mean to light a firework off in your room. Still a baby. I'm just checking in them all. Hi, guys. Yeah, these are your prisons more like anything. All these get to be together and you're just in rooms. Anyway, it makes it look like they went there on their own and they can go where they want. Did your cooldown ended yet? Nope. Gotta wait a little bit longer. There you guys go. There's now only 2 rooms left. And then the camel sanctuary will be well and truly... complete. Although just very quickly, I feel like there should be 2 blue stained glass there, so I'm going to get it. It's available in this chest right here. Thank goodness we've got a little bit left. And yeah, it does just improve it, make it look that little bit better because it's all the same on all 4 sides. And once the cooldown ends for all of you, I will be done. Oh, we can now do it. What are you doing up there? Get down from there. You are crazy. I'm glad you didn't take fall damage. At this point, the sun has set. You can go in here, and you can go in there. And with that, my camel sanctuary is now complete. I absolutely love it. I've run out of time, so that, ladies and gentlemen, was 6,800 days in hardcore Minecraft.